So, what's imagery in poetry? Now, before I go into the definition of imagery, we should be aware of the fact that um, we have three basic elements of poetry, as imagery, rhythm, and sound, according to Professor Romano Segudu. What's imagery? Imagery has to do with pictorial representation. All right, yeah, you use your mind's eye to see what the poet is trying to underscore in his poetic piece. All right, so imagery is that which creates mental picture in the mind of the readers. It appeals to abstraction, that which you cannot see. You can use your mind eye to review them. All right. So, according to Professor Akporugbaru, in his book he calls Introduction to Fiction, 2012, he is of the view that imagery is the totality of sensory details that provides vividness in a literary work. All right. So we have this definition, meaning that imagery is not just that which you can see. It refers to the totality of everything that come together, including sound, including touch, including movement, all those things that will come together that will give you the picture that you desire in poetry. We now fall under what they call imagery. So, in the light of this definition, we have about 7 forms of imagery. Others can be subcategorized into these 7. Number 1, we have what they call the visual imagery, that which appeals to sense of sight. All right. For example, if I say caged bird from Maya Angelou's caged birds appeals or evokes sense of sight, so that's visual imagery. Then if I say auditory imagery, that appeals to sense of sound. If I say the thunder boomed, for example, that's under auditory because it reveals sound to us. So all sound devices will fall under what they call the auditory imagery. All right. Then away from there, we talk about what they call olfactory imagery. We usually refer to this one as smell imagery because it appeals to sense of smell. All right. For example, if I say the stinking room, how did you get to know it was stinking? All right, or it is thinking because you are able to perceive it. All right, so that's that. Then away from there, we have what they call the gustatory imagery, which appeals to sense of taste. All right, if I say the sweet milk I drank, my friend tasted it sour. How did you know it was sweet or it wasn't sweet? Because you were able to taste it, so it appeals to sense of what taste, called the gustatory imagery. Then again, we have what they call the thermal imagery, which appeals to sense of what heat. For example, in the hot sun, the red flowers died. Why did the flowers die? Because of the degree of the hotness of the sun. So that's that. Then we talk about what they call the tactile imagery, and that one obviously appeals to sense of touch. All right. For example, Popper scratching his body to remove lice. As you scratch your body, sense of touch has emanated or has emerged. So what you have is tactile imagery. And finally, we have what they call the kinesthetic imagery, and this one obviously appeals to sense of movement. All right. From the west, the cloud come hurrying with the wind. So sense of movement is underscored there. A quotation taken from David Rubadiri's African Thunderstorm. All right.